All right. What about a global divide? European Union has doubled down on this pledge to fight the tariffs. We have heard from them a number of times this week, basically saying, hey, you do this, and we've got something in store for you. We have right now the global Automakers CEO, John Bozzella, joining us out of Washington, D.C. What's the risk here? I mean, we've talked to a number of business leaders, and you're one of them. You worried?
You know, I'm very concerned. There's significant risk here. These tariffs will raise prices on American consumers of cars and trucks that are actually built in America. They're going to invite retaliation from our trading partners and allies. And by the way, they're going to erase much of the benefit of tax reform.
Right.
Tax reform benefits that would have been used to invest in plants and equipment now are going to be used to pay for higher steel and aluminum.
What about the Wilbur Ross argument? Not the can of soup he was holding up, but the idea that it's related to your business, that, hey, you got a car that's 35 grand or whatever it is, and this is just a minuscule amount that the price goes up. That's his argument.
Well, look, this is not a tariff on soup cans. This is a tariff on steel and aluminum broadly. And look, I'm a middle-class kid from Long Island, and I'll tell you what, it's not trivial to talk about increasing prices on cars and trucks. You know, I think that's a significant issue. You know, we've done a great thing. The president and congressional leadership has taken action to reduce taxes and put money back in consumers' pockets, and increasing the price of cars and trucks is not what we need right now. This is a tax on American consumers.
What about the bigger picture? Our last panel, we talked a lot about China. What about NAFTA, though? There's all this speculation that the president's using this as some sort of a negotiating tactic with Canada and Mexico when it comes to NAFTA. I saw a report that came out of Fitch a little bit earlier today saying that if we do exit NAFTA, which I don't think anybody's necessarily talking about, hopefully, but if we do exit NAFTA, it would have a big impact on the Midwestern states and also some of the border states, some of the smaller economies there. Are you worried about that? Not necessarily getting out completely of NAFTA, but the changes that might be made. How are those negotiations going from a business point of view?
Absolutely. The NAFTA is absolutely critical to American auto manufacturers and American auto workers. We've been winning under NAFTA. We make more than 1 million more cars and trucks in America made by Americans than we did before NAFTA. This is a great benefit to the American people and to the American auto industry, and so we have to get NAFTA right.
Right.
You know, frankly,
what does that mean? Just real quick, what does that mean? Because forget pulling out of it. Say we don't do that. What might we get wrong in the way these talks are going?
Yeah, so obviously in any trade agreement, you've got to set the rules for content produced in the region. And so if we decide that we're going to increase the content requirements so high that no current car made in the region meets them,
right,
then manufacturers would just pay the tariffs, or they'd have to redo their supply chains, all of which adds cost, complexity, uncertainty, and prices to consumers.
Prices, yep, that's what it all comes back to. John, good to see you. Thanks. We'll follow up on this.
Thanks, Connell.